Greetings. Welcome to Little Discovery Corner. I think I will start with my Akashic Tarot today. Oh, these ones are hard to shuffle, so it's hard to get poppers out of, so I will do the card dealer shuffle. Maybe I'll do the past, present, future deck cut. Feeling a bit of a melancholy in my heart space. So that could be where you're at the moment. Yeah, I see like a green light, little green light. Also indicates heart chakra. It's like weak in the darkness, so it's like that could be where you're at. You're feeling in a dark place. Your heart is feeling kind of run down and weakened. Yeah, you feel like you've run out of time for something. Oh, this kind of like a feminine energy you had on a pedestal, and you were realizing your feelings for, realizing they're like your light, your energy, your emotional fulfillment, but they've just turned into time ran out, and now they're just a memory, a statue, a stone on a pedestal for you to admire. Like you want to communicate. You still want to try and communicate with this person. Okay, you're reflecting. There's another moon. Reflecting on how this person would have been your happy place, would have been a happy ending. If you had listened to your guides, listened to your spirit guides, your higher self, your intuition. And right now you're feeling like the summer you were dreaming about has just turned into a reality of winter. This is like divine judgment. Okay, near-term future is learning wisdom, taking the lessons to get out of the karmic trenches and get back on track with your life, find a new direction, move forward in developing your own sense of self. And yeah, listening, get out to nature, which helps. You get some clarity, clear your mind, get some perspective, ground yourself. Oh, to get out of a karmic situation, which relies on like maneuvering, manipulation, game playing, and following. These are like animal spirits to follow across the water of emotional turmoil. So that's you're still near-term future. You will still be dealing with some drama in your personal life, it seems like, but yeah, if you start taking the lessons, reflecting, take the lessons, taking ownership of any mistakes that were made, and what you need to learn about yourself going forward, that would allow you to follow your intuition, higher self, spirit guides to across the turbulent waters of conflict and drama and games that's the energy that you've been living in, and making your way out of that. I think I'll add on my higher self oracle. Yes, you're having trouble feeling a sense of self-worth. And that's like a mentality of lack, and maybe you were conditioned by upbringing to rely on the validation, external validation from others, such as caregivers, to feel worthy. And your worthiness dependent on their reaction and their approval. And I think this is the lesson, this is the energy you need to come out of by learning to take ownership of mistakes made, any victim mentality you've been relying on to navigate through life, which will keep you in an energy of drama and conflict, and learning how to pour into yourself and taking some time alone, getting out to nature, taking some long walks. That does help. Clear your head, ground yourself, and present, like, yeah, you've been trying to manifest a new beginning with a certain person with whom you feel like you have run out of time. And yeah, realizing you're not alone, even if you are physically alone. Learning how to love yourself and trust yourself and pour into yourself and be your own best friend, be your own best supporter. And trusting in the divine, trusting in guides, believing in something, believing in yourself. And that will help you balance out. Learning to balance out will help you discover your own worth and manifest your own future. Listen to your inner voice, as Buzz Lightyear said in Toy Story 4. Listen to your higher self. Pay attention to your heart deep down, and try to discern whether you're in a place of ego neediness, or it's truly your heart's desires deep down, your higher self telling you what you want. Pray, yeah, okay. As I said, believing in something, even if it's just believing in yourself. And I find, even if you don't, this card was left on the bottom. If you're not sure what you believe in spiritually, yeah, pray to overcome obstacles. You can just pray to anything. Pray to the universe. Say, universe, say to you, just in your head, silently, universe, please help me find my way out of this mess. Find my way to some balance and clarity, and sit still. When you're taking a long walk out on a nature trail or something like that, or even if you're just lying in bed at night or just stopping outside to stare at the stars, stop and just listen to the world. Get out of your head, get out of your thoughts. Yeah, calming the thoughts is what getting out in nature and meditating is all about, to gain some clarity and overcome obstacles. And learn some adaptivity. Think of like the octopus. I think of, they're very clever. They know how to get out of all sorts of obstacles and containers. They know how to they're quite clever at solving problems. And they're like chameleons. They can change their colors to protect themselves. And so perhaps adaptability, flexibility is also something you need to work on within yourself. Okay. Let's go with the woodland wardens again, since we're talking about nature. Stagnation, yeah. Could be stagnating emotionally, mentally, spiritually because you feel unworthy, stuck in your attempts to manifest a different reality for yourself. But you have to let yourself go through upheaval. You feel like you have to let yourself go through an upheaval to manifest any change and realize you're not alone and that you are worthy of pouring into yourself and pursuing good things, healthier things in life. Bashfulness. All right, you're being shy about wanting to communicate with someone and relying on luck. And luck also requires action on our part. Graceful persistence. Oh, there's the adaptability again, which lines up with the octopus. Persist in learning, trying to get out of your head, get out of your ego, and learn your lessons, take accountability. And that can be a hard thing to do. That's foreign to you. Let upheavals happen. Let upheavals happen. Bleh. I can't talk today. Let upheavals happen, as I was saying, and adapt to new circumstances. Ooh. Which one came out on the bottom? Intelligence. Yeah, which reminds me of the octopus again. Crows are also very highly intelligent creatures that are very adept at problem solving, figuring their way out of a sticky situation, or figuring out a puzzle to get what they want. So yeah, get out of by getting out of your thoughts, getting out of your ego. That means getting out of lack mentality, getting out of victim mentality. Why does everything happen to me? Why is this happening to me? Think about how you can be adaptable and flexible. Go with the flow, that's what letting upheaval happen means, to get out of stagnation. And put your mind to start to focus on how you can proceed forward in life, how you can adapt to change and make change, change direction, turn a corner in life, try some new healthy habits to foster in your life, try to do less of something that was unhealthy for you, and maybe focus on managing your finances better, or keep working on getting that new job, that sort of thing. Some positive, healthy things, steps and actions you can take to move forward in life. What else? I'll add a little tarot before I finish out. Yeah, and then you can create a new start for yourself. Balance again. Balancing out. Listening to your higher self, listening to your inner voice, pouring into yourself, telling yourself you're worthy. Taking accountability for past mistakes, and you can manifest better connections in life, including with yourself. Why, that's, your higher self, your inner voice. And in light of these cards, this could be just the relationship you have to yourself. It starts there. Good luck starts there. A healthier, more drama-free life. Getting in touch with your inner world, figuring out proactive steps to change your life for the better. And yeah, I mentioned finances, and your luck will then, money can rain down on you. Abundance, you can find yourself in a space of abundance if you work on all of these other things. Okay, I'll go with angel numbers to close out. Boundaries. It's okay to set limits, and that's how you pour into yourself. That's how you love yourself, is knowing when to set up boundaries against certain behaviors. And once you start to see manipulation, once you start to sense that deep inside something is not vibing with you, something is not good for you, going along to get along is just kind of corroding your heart space, your sense of love for yourself. You can say no. Start saying no. It's okay to set limits. You need to set a boundary. There are those who take too much, and your angels are reminding you that you don't have to let them. It's important to say no to what harms you. Think of a boundary you can set today and put it in place. You have the support of your angels, and that ties in with that chess game and the War of Roses, like trying to get out of a contentious drama energy. Starts with setting some boundaries, including on yourself. Sometimes you got to say no to yourself, like, I'm not going to go out and party tonight, or I'm not going to participate in this gossip that people are yammering to make themselves feel superior to someone else. Authentically you, 547. Speak your truth. Yeah, that fits right in with boundaries. And your angels proclaim that the time has come to express something you didn't feel comfortable expressing before to yourself and to others. This realization of self has been with you for a while now, and your angels are ready to create changes in your life to accommodate it. Can't make it up. What was I just talking about? Reflect on what your future self would have to say to you at this moment. All right, maybe picture at the end of your life, you're laying on your deathbed, waiting for the divine to come collect you. What would that person say to you right now? What do you think the lesson they would want you to impart on you? Inner strength. Positive results are ahead. Yeah. Getting in touch with your inner voice, your higher self, to find a new sense of abundance. 153. You have declined the right thing at the right time. Okay, and the future energy is setting boundaries, speaking your truth, and turning things down to get out of the warring energy, situation you may be feeling stuck in. The toxic things you say no to produce positive results. What was I just talking about, right? Boundaries, saying no to things, including things you're used to saying yes to, like even habits in yourself that you need to let go of. The toxic things you say no to produce positive results in the long run. By making these decisions, you are telling the universe you are worth the effort, telling yourself you are worthy and proving it to yourself. You are worth the effort it takes today to live your best life tomorrow. Sit in gratitude as you reflect on the goodness you've done for yourself when you've said no to something that isn't for you. All right, so if you haven't done so yet, think of something, perhaps a habit or a group or a connection that is not is not serving your highest good anymore, and your soul is telling you to let go of it, but it's just comfortable and conditioned in you. You're used to it, but you need to let it go. You need to walk away from it. What is that thing? What's popping in your mind right now? And focus on moving on from that. Okay. If you've made it this far in the reading, please drop a heart in the comment, click likes, and subscribe to the channel. I hope that this has helped somebody out there today. I will see you next time.